Hello, my name is Arinze and I'm here to make your dev path as easy as possible. Now, what if I told you you might be routing the wrong way? Now, what is routing? According to Google, routing is a fundamental process of selecting an optimal path for data, whether it's packets in computer network or people, and freight on a physical route to travel from a source to a destination. So, to cut the long story short, routing has to do with you are in point A and you want to get to point B. There are paths to do that. You can choose to, the path you choose might be shorter or a longer path. Let's say you have a town, you have two towns, and for example, in town A over here, there are a lot of shops and houses over here. If you want to get to a particular shop here, your path definition will be town A / shop 1, town A / shop 2. So that is how your path is supposed to be. And if you are to explain it to someone that wants to visit you in your location or your destination, this is how you explain it to someone that wants to visit you. All right. Now, that takes me to another point here, because right over here in the code, there is the single route, and here is the single route, and over here is the dynamic route. What you need to understand in the single route is, if you get to the contact town, and you want to head on to the CEO's house, how do you do that? If you're using the single route to do this, you have to create a different route on its own, because getting to the CEO's route is a different path on its own. Now, let me explain this further in a simple project. So, supposing let's head on to your contact page. Here's the contact page. Okay, the error, because the error is due to the route is not defined. So, if I want to head on to the CEO's page, due to the error, okay, let me comment this so that you see what I'm trying to show you. All right, I don't know where the error might be coming into, but the first things first, let us restart our server. Let us restart our server to see whether I might get through. Okay. Now, supposing we head on to the contact page, and we want to head on and we go to the CEO's part. We want to head over to the CEO's part, or the CEO's house. We get a 404 message that said the requested page could not be found, because I've not defined the route in my code. But if the CEO's house was being defined, the URL won't be contact/CEO. What will be available will be this, supposing the route was being defined. So we are in the CEO's house, but we are not in the contact town. We are not in the contact town. For us to change this, that is where we define the dynamic route. Now, a dynamic route has to do with you defining what the route be like, which is the services, and the location where it is. It is at route/the services.tsx. Now, you create an array, and that array has items. The items it has is the page itself. The page itself is what we named services.index.tsx. And this is how your town entirely looks like the town that has all the houses and all the shops involved. Now, the second item in our array is what we call a slug. A column, then slug. This is how you define, or this is how you create different paths to the different shops and houses. The slug is just a name. You can choose to name it whatever you want, but ensure that when creating the path, you have a $, then slug.tsx. So all this is already being created over here. As you can see, I have the index.tsx, and here we have the slug.tsx. So these are the individual shops and houses that are in the services town. So dynamic routing is a very interesting topic, because it saves you a lot of time and effort to get to a particular destination. Now, thanks for watching. I hope you understand. See you in my next video. Ciao.